Trying to find the right hand blender can get weirdly complicated fast, so I narrowed it down to 5 models and ranked them from the weakest pick to the one that gives you the most for your money. Stick around, because the differences here matter a lot once you start making soups, sauces, smoothies, or baby food every week. At number 5, we have the Braun. This one is the simplest blender in the lineup, and that is really the reason it lands here. It is not a bad product at all, but when you put it next to the others, it just gives you less to work with. Here's what I found. You get a 350-watt motor, a metal shaft, 2 speed buttons, a whisk, and a beaker. So for quick jobs like blending soup in a pot, mixing pancake batter, or whipping cream once in a while, it can do the job without fuss. And in my experience, simple tools like this can feel nice when you do not want a bunch of extra parts all over the kitchen. But there's a problem. With only 2 speeds, it gives you less control than the Cuisinart, the Breville, or the Turelar. And unlike several of the others, this version does not come with a chopper. So it is less useful if you want one tool to handle onions, herbs, nuts, and dips too. It feels more like a basic helper than a full kitchen setup. So this might work for you if you want a straightforward blender from a well-known brand, and you mostly care about light daily tasks. And if you want something with a bit more flexibility, the next model starts to make a stronger case. Links to all products from this review at the best price are in the description under the video. At number 4, we have the Mueller. This one steps things up in a pretty noticeable way. It gives you more power, more speed control, and a more useful accessory set than the Braun. So right away it feels like a more complete everyday option. You get a 500-watt motor, 9 speeds, a turbo mode, and attachments for blending, whisking, and frothing. That makes it a nice fit for soups, protein shakes, eggs, and even coffee drinks. Compared with the Braun, it gives you more range and a bit more confidence when you are working with thicker ingredients. The downside is that it still stops short of the stronger all-in-one kits in this roundup. There is no verified chopper in the standard package, and that matters because the Cuisinart, Breville, and Turelar give you more ways to prep food without reaching for another appliance. So while the Mueller is more versatile than the Braun, it is not quite as complete as the top 3. And I'd recommend this one to someone who wants a lighter blender with good speed control and useful extras, but does not need a full prep system. And if you want a more balanced package with a chopper included, the next pick makes that jump. And while you're here, like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next roundup. At number 3, we have the Cuisinart, and this is where things start to feel more serious. It is not the most powerful blender here on paper, but it is one of the most balanced. For a lot of people, that balance is exactly what makes it appealing. This model gives you variable speed control, a long stainless steel shaft, a whisk, a 3-cup chopper, and a mixing cup. So instead of just blending soup, you can also chop onions, make sauces, whip cream, or mix dressings without switching to another machine. Compared with the Mueller, it feels more complete, and compared with the Braun, it gives you much better flexibility. Still, it is not perfect. The 300-watt motor sounds modest next to the higher numbers from Mueller, Turelar, and even some newer models on the market. And the lock and unlock setup can feel a little less natural than a simple trigger when you are trying to work quickly. So while it is very practical, it does not feel quite as polished or as ambitious as the top 2. This is a strong choice for home cooks who want one reliable tool that can handle most kitchen jobs without getting too bulky. But if you want more speed range and a more premium feel, the next model is where things get really interesting. At number 2, we have the Breville. This one stands out because it feels thoughtfully designed from top to bottom. On paper, the wattage does not look huge, but the way it is built makes a real difference when you actually use it. You get 15 speeds, a trigger-style control, a whisk, a large blending jug, and a chopper bowl. The anti-suction head is a big part of the story here, because it helps the blender move through soups and sauces without that annoying pulling effect some models have at the bottom of the pot. Compared with the Cuisinart, It feels more refined, and compared with the Braun and Mueller, it gives you more control. What keeps it out of the top spot is mostly value on paper. The motor rating looks modest next to the Turelar, and this is also an older premium model rather than a newer high-power spec monster. So while it is one of the nicest to use, some buyers may look at the numbers and wonder whether they are paying more for design than raw output. This one makes sense for people who care about comfort, control, and smoother everyday use. If you blend soups a lot, or you just hate splashy, awkward blenders, this is an easy one to like. But if your priority is the biggest feature bundle and the strongest claimed power, the top pick has one more trick up its sleeve. At number 1, we have the Turelar. This model takes the top spot because in this group, it gives you the biggest mix of power, accessories, and day-to-day versatility. If you want the most features in one box, this is the one that stands out. You get a claimed 1,100 watt motor, variable trigger control, a whisk, a frother, a beaker, and a chopper. That means it covers a lot of ground without asking you to buy extra tools. Smoothies, soups, sauces, chopped herbs, whipped cream, and even coffee foam are all on the table. Compared with every other blender here, it simply offers the broadest kit and the strongest raw specs. Now, I do want to be honest about one thing. The source confidence here is not as strong as it is with the big established brands like Breville, Braun, and Cuisinart, and that matters. Also, like many high-power budget bundles, long-term durability is the question mark you naturally keep in the back of your mind. So yes, it wins on features and claimed performance, but it does not have the same brand trust. This might work for you if you want the most capability for the money, and you like the idea of one blender doing almost everything in a small kitchen. And if that sounds like your kind of pick, this is the one I'd check first. Check the links in the description under the video to see the top picks and current prices. And if this review helped you narrow things down, like the video and subscribe to the channel.